I was sitting outside early this morning, wrapped in a light sweater, watching the mist lift off the yard. Everything felt still, and in that quiet moment, the thought finally landed. I am 80 years old. This house is quiet now, not the peaceful kind of quiet, the kind that carries memories. Over 80 years, I've watched time move forward. But more than that, I've watched people leave. My parents, my siblings, friends who once knew every chapter of my life, and the person I believed would be holding my hand until the very end. When you reach this age, you start to feel invisible, like the world belongs to younger hands and faster feet. I watch them rush, worry, chase things that feel so heavy to them, but from here feel so small. Some ask me what it's like to be this old. Others look at me with pity, as if being the last one standing is a tragedy. But there's something no one tells you about being 80. When almost everything is taken away, what remains isn't emptiness, it's clarity. If you're younger than me, listen closely. If you're my age, sit with me for a moment. I want to tell you about what stays when the house goes quiet and the phone stops ringing. We never truly own anything, or anyone. In my middle years, I believed my life was defined by what I built. My work, my home, my name. I protected those things like they would last forever. But now, I look at my hands, and they're open. And somehow, that's okay. The houses are gone. The titles faded. The accomplishments forgotten. What lasts isn't the trophy, it's who you became while chasing it. And the people we love, they were never ours to keep. We were only borrowing time. When you understand that, loss changes. It stops feeling like theft and starts feeling like gratitude. Because love doesn't decay. It doesn't get packed away or sold. Love stays. When you're young, you wait for big moments, weddings, promotions, milestones you think will finally make life complete. But life isn't built on peaks. It's built on the walk between them. If I could go back, I wouldn't chase more success. I'd slow down. I'd notice more. I'd let mornings last longer. I'd listen more closely. Because in the end, what remains are the moments you almost ignored. The quiet ones, the ordinary ones. Losing people leaves you alone with yourself. And that can be terrifying if you spent your life avoiding silence. At this age, there's nowhere left to run. So you sit. And in that stillness, you discover something solid inside. If you never learn to be at peace with yourself, aging feels cruel. But if you did, it becomes a sanctuary. I've learned to forgive the man I once was, the mistakes, the missed chances. What remains is acceptance, a quiet friendship with the person in the mirror. People ask if I have regrets. Of course I do. But there's a difference between regret and remorse. I regret the risks I didn't take, but what hurts more are the moments I chose being right over being kind. Being right is lonely. Kindness was always the better answer. If someone comes to mind right now, call them. Not to settle anything, just to say, I'm glad you're here. Because one day they won't be, and none of the arguments will matter. There's a strange peace in watching the world continue without you. At first, it feels like being left behind, but then you understand. It's supposed to happen this way. My role now is to witness, to see life continue, to see pieces of my past living on in younger eyes. Letting go of importance is freeing. What remains is gratitude for love, for mornings, for every sunrise that found me still here. I'm not afraid of the dark anymore because I've learned something. The light never disappears. It just moves on. Don't wait until you're 80 to find what remains. It's already here, in this breath, in the person near you, in the quiet of your own heart. Thank you for sitting with me for a while. If these words stayed with you, share them with someone you love and leave a comment. Tell me, what is something you've learned to cherish as you've grown older? I read every one. It makes the quiet feel a little less empty.